What's up, everybody? This is Terence Crawford, and this is my 10 Essentials. This is the WBO World Championship welterweight belt. This is the belt that I've been having ever since 2018. They put my face on this one, WBO welterweight champion. Well, to be honest, I don't never really pick it up. They kind of like trophies. Once you're used to getting them, you got them. I just keep them in a safe place and just, let them shine on their own. Well, these just some regular gloves that I fight in. They 8 ounce. It's always the same weight. 147 and below is always at 8 ounces. I actually started boxing when I was 7 years old. I really didn't want to box. I just wanted to come in there and horseplay around and break stuff and hit the speed bag and hit the bags without the gloves. So me and Midge developed a different relationship when I came back to the gym with a different mind state. I was just training and, he took me under his wing and he'd come and get me after school. I'd be like, oh man, here go Midge. He'd make me just watch boxing tapes. We not a big city known for boxing, so I always promised if I ever became world champion, I would bring it back to Omaha for them to witness it, for them to participate in it, and for them to experience it. I held my word by opening up a gym that's free to the youth, not only to box, but they can come there, get tutored. They can come there and just train just for self-defense purposes, or they can try boxing, but I don't try to push boxing on the young kids because I actually don't want my kids to box. But if that was something that they would like to do, then I would support them. I'm actually in a dart league, and we just won city. One of my friends, I actually taught him how to play darts. He started really trying to learn the game because he like me. He like, all right, well, I'm tired of getting beat. So, he was playing every day. By that time, he was just like, man, you wanna go play on a dart league? And I was like, dart league? I just started spending thousands of dollars on darts and dart accessories and dart boards, thinking that was gonna help me. They all just tell me, you got a good shot, you just need to practice more. Darts is great because it gets you focused. You gotta focus up and you gotta control your breathing. And you gotta be steady and consistent with every throw. My coach, Bomac, and James Henley taught me how to play. In the same way with boxing, you can go 3 ways. Straight forward, to the right, or you can go to the left, or you can play defense. Ping-pong paddle. My cousins, they was always playing ping-pong. They stopped playing basketball with me. I decided to go over there and try it out. Got my butt kicked. I went to go buy a ping-pong paddle, I went to go buy a ping-pong table, and I just started practicing. It's great for boxing as well because it's good for hand and eye coordination. I got good at it and I started beating everybody that was beating me. That's one thing that I can't do. I can't just let somebody beat me in something and just call it a quits. If I'm gonna do it, I gotta be the best at it. Yeah, this is my personal paddle. This was a gift because I was in this celebrity match and I actually won a tournament. They actually gave me this paddle. They gave me a table with my logo on it.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Your first ping pong tournament.
Yeah, not bad. My second one I lost. The camera. Now y'all on camera. I'm not the type of guy that always pull out his phone and, record stuff, but at the same time, I be regretting it sometimes because when you sit back and you watch other people, they have the memories and they have things documented from 10+ years back. You're like, dang, man, I should have did that. It lasts forever. Certain memories you can't get back unless you see a picture. You remember everything that happened that day. You see people that's not here anymore that you still got to hold on to because you can hear their voice or you can see their smile or you can see the interaction that you had with each other. So yeah, pictures is definitely deeper than what I used to think they was. It ain't too much I can really put in the same category as boxing, but basketball was always something fun for me to do because I was one of the shortest persons on the court, but I was always the person with the most heart. I hold everybody accountable. If I'm playing 110%, y'all gotta play 110% because if I'm gonna be out there playing, I'm playing to win. My favorite player as a kid was actually Jordan and Kobe. I admired them for the fundamentals to the mentality that they take and practice and on the court. The never lose mentality, the never give up, it ain't over until it's over. When we got a little downtime, some people, they ain't good at ping pong, they ain't good at pool, but they good at ping pong and pool on the foam, so they'll pull out the foam and send you a game and you'll look at them and be like, what? You'll be like, what? Let's go. We all be over there, you know, playing, competing against each other. I listen to a lot of music. When you're in the gym with me and I get to play my playlist, you'd be surprised because you'd be like, wow, this dude, like, he really listens to that. You might get some country, you might get some rock, jazz, R&B, gospel. We listened to gospel this morning. I just love music. That's mainly what I listen to the most is R&B and Shaka Khan and Anita Baker. The game is something that's, you know, I picked up on playing Call of Duty to buy time and training camp to keep my mind off of everything that's going on. On my downtime, sometimes I like to play the game just to get a mental break from going into a training camp. You know, when we playing Warzone and we up there trying to catch a dub and your teammates doing something that you don't want to do and y'all start feuding with one another, it's definitely intense. It gets your blood pressure high. My family is like my everything. When I look at my son, when I look at my daughters, when I look at my mama, my daddy, my grandma, my grandpas, my sisters, my nieces, my nephews, they all know I'm doing it for them. If I was doing it for myself, I would have gave up on myself a long time ago. For my boys and my daughters, be that person that they look up to, that they be inspired by, you know, and that's something that I love about them is that they see it. I feel as if they changed me in ways that I could have never been changed without them. Well, 2018, they renamed the street that I grew up on, that my grandma still lives. My sister lived on the street, which I bought the house. My uncle lived on the street, which I bought the house. My cousin lived on the street, which I bought the house. And you know, my mom, my grandma, it's a street that means a lot because it's so family. My grandma been there for so long. When people come down the street, they be like, man, that's the big house, that's your grandma's street. But now they be like, your street? So yeah, that's a sweet taste.